Hey guys, it's Misty Eyez, and I'm here with an Ask Misty. Dear Misty, I am having issues with talking to my family. I asked them if they would come to my wedding if I got married. Basically, they said no. But my sister said it was an issue between my girlfriend and her daughter can't come over. I was asking if you had problems with your family. Families are difficult. Families are tough. A lot of times your family thinks they know what's best for you, and therefore they can be very harsh and unforgiving. They want the best for you. They think they know what the best is for you, and they want to hold you to an accountability of something sometimes out of your reach. I would take a good hard look at your relationship. Do you think that your sister is afraid to let her daughter see a gay relationship up close? Or do you think that your sister is afraid that this girl is not good for you? Is she aggressive? Is she mean? Is she violent? Is she abusive? Is she controlling? And therefore, your sister might be trying to protect you. That's a conversation you need to have with your sister. What is your issue with my girlfriend? Do you not want your daughter just out of homophobia? Is it just out of fear of the unknown or the understanding? Or do you genuinely just not like my girlfriend? Now, my family, it's been very tough and very complicated, but I've been very honest in all of my Ask Misties, exploring and explaining and discovering, especially my trips to Alaska, etc. I was disowned from my family for 16 years. 2 years ago I went up, and it was very, very welcoming. It was very, very awkward, but it was very challenging, but it was very, very welcoming. I think there's a lot of love and tears. I cried a lot. Some of my cousins cried. There's a lot of love and heartfelt emotions, but it took 16 years of being disowned. It sounds like you still live in the same neighborhood as your family. And I would say that time heals most wounds, and out of sight, out of mind. And when finally, like my family, my mom 1 year around Christmas time messaged me and was like, I think I need you back. And last year I brought my husband, and I think they were reluctant. They were guarded. They didn't know what to expect. Obviously, they all expected him to be gay. They didn't believe me when I said he was straight. And then they're like, holy crap, you're dating a straight guy. He is straight. I'm like, I know this. And they're like, but why is he with you? But again, your family see you the way they've known you, through the eyes of, you know, however long you've been alive. Which could be a good thing and a bad thing. You know, obviously, you might not be that girl that you were when they hold you in your memory. We grow, we age, we develop, we mature, we expand. And sometimes, especially if they're not seeing you right now, they don't want that. But that's a good question. I say my husband, but John and I are not married. I say the word husband just because the gay community, it just means serious relationship, because gay marriage was not legal for so long. So we use the word husband and wife, but we are not married legally at this moment. I do think that that could happen in the future. And that's a good question. I don't even know if my family would come to my wedding. I want to say that they would if I had a wedding in Alaska. I would like to think that they would come. But I don't know. That's a really good question. I don't know. But my final advice for you is don't shove your relationship down their throat. By that I mean don't force them to, okay, by that I mean when we first come out of the closet, a lot of times as little gay boys and girls, we're like, oh my God, I am super gay. And you like flame out hard. And you're like, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna be so gay. And you like wear the shortest shorts possible. And you're just like super gay. And you don't care what people think. And you kind of just throw it in their faces. Because it's almost as if you're like challenging them to not approve or to say something or to be like, come for me, bitch. Come, I dare you. Because we all have that little chip on our shoulder when we first come out of the closet. Don't be like that. Be as normal as you possibly can with your spouse. When I went to Alaska with John, we didn't even think about this. We didn't even talk about this, but it was just natural. I was me, he was he, and we weren't pretending to be anything. We weren't pretending to be anything. Like, we weren't shoving our relationship down their throat. In fact, I think we only held hands once in front of my family. And to be honest, my dad kind of freaked out. Which I totally forgot about until just now. But the whole trip, we were very conscious. My family knew we were together, but I wasn't like hugging and kissing him in front of them all the time. In fact, that didn't happen. Just out of respect. I don't know, because I think your family, no matter if you're gay or straight, your family doesn't want to see you doing that. I don't know. But I do think that you should be affectionate in front of your children with your spouse. But I don't think that shoving your affection down your parents' throat is a good idea. But that being said, if you are moving down the marriage path with your girlfriend, you have to do what makes you happy. Do what's best for you. If they don't approve of your marriage, doesn't mean you shouldn't get married. Unless your partner is bad for you. And that's, of course, something I don't know. But we've all seen Lifetime television movies of the, you know, guy that pulls the girl away from her family, and the family is like, no, we don't approve. So sometimes your family knows what's best for you, but sometimes you have to do what's best for you, even if they don't agree. Anyways, that was Misty Eyez. Loving you, Easy.